In this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to predict over 0.5 goal in the first half. That means we only need one goal in the first half. So this betting strategy is what I normally use. I've been using this, I've been testing this for a very long time, and I'll be sharing this strategy with you guys. So ensure that you watch this video from the very beginning to the very end so you don't get to miss the important part of this video. So if this is your first time of coming across this channel, in this channel I drop daily football prediction and also drop betting strategy to help you make a lot of money from sports betting. And if you don't want to miss my future videos, make sure that you smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel so that anytime I drop new videos, you're not going to miss it. So I'll go over to my phone screen and teach you guys how to predict over 0.5 goal in first half. So let's go, guys. Welcome to the other side of the screen, and in this video I'll be guiding you through step by step. I won't be wasting much time in this video. I will just go straight to the point. So we are going to be using three different betting strategy. I'll be teaching you guys three betting strategy that you can use to predict this. Depending on the one that you prefer, you are free to use that. So basically, once you come over here, you can see this is my Sportybet betting app. You can also use other betting platform. They are all similar. So the first strategy is what I call the odd strategy. This is basically you're just going to be looking for the odd that ranges from 1.20 till 1.70. So this particular odd tells us that that particular team has a very high chance of scoring. So basically you can see this game. Let's just take this game as an example. Chinese Super League. You can see this is at 1.26 odd, but you cannot just go ahead and give them to score 0.5 goal in first half. But basically what you're going to do is you're just going to check to see how these guys are doing, to see if these guys if they are scoring at least at least 3 goals or more, right? Just what I normally look for in a game is I look for games that they have been able to score at least 3 goals in their match, right? At least 3 goals right there. You can see this is what an example of what I'm telling you guys. You can see this particular team right here, they scored 3 goals, and this particular team they scored 2 goals. This is, and also the date for this match is 2025. And also whenever you are doing this, you should check the date right there. If it is let's just say in 2023, I'll advise you to skip that right there. So this is an example. I'll find games that have at least 3 goals right there. So you can see these guys, a particular team has scored 3 goals and it passed our test right there. So basically all you have to do is come right here and go over to first half, and we're just going to be giving them first half to score over 0.5 goal right there. So you can see this is first half. You can see this is first half over under. You can see they don't have over 0.5 goal, but you can check other betting platform like 1xBet, Pari-Passer. I'll leave those betting platform in the video description. You are going to find this betting option over 0.5 goal first half in those betting platform. But you can also use this. You can just go over here and click over 1 goal. So what this means is that once they score 2 goals, you win, but once they score 1 goal, you reform. But you can go with over 1 goal if you're using Sportybet, but if you're using 1xBet, you can just use over 0.5 goal in the first half, and that's very safe because you only need 1 goal in the first half for this to work right there. You can also see this game as 1.30. It falls in the range of 1.20 to 1.70. You can also check to see how these guys are doing, to check if a particular team is capable of scoring at least 3 goals. That is what I normally check right there. I normally check a team that's capable to score 3 goals right there. You can see right here, you can see this team right here has scored 3 goals. This team here has scored 3 goals. This team has scored 3 goals. It's scored 3 goals. So meaning that there is very high chance of scoring at least 1 goal in this game in the first half. So basically what you're just going to do is just give that game to score over 0.5 goal in the first half. I hope this odd method is just straight direct to the point. So if you have any question regarding the odd method, let me know in the comment section below. So basically that is it for the odd method, and I'm moving over to the second method, is what I call the website method. I'll be teaching you guys this website method, and also before we move into the website method, I would like to teach another strategy before we move to the website method. Website method is going to be our last betting strategy. So the next betting strategy is what I call you focus on the major leagues right there. So once you come over here, you can see this is the major leagues right here. So once you come over here, you can see where it says top leagues. You can see Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, League One, Liga Portugal, Eredivisie, and Super League. So this is basically all the leagues that you need to focus. Once you come over to Sportybet, you can see top league. If you don't have Sportybet in your country, you can just take note of all these leagues down. Basically, I will use example. I will use La Liga as an example. So once you come over here to La Liga, basically we are just going to be betting on the get on the guys that are at the top of the table. So if you don't know example of guys that are at the top of the table, example are teams like Real Madrid right there. So if you don't know how to find teams that are at the top of the table, you just go over here to your Google search bar right there, and you're just going to search this. I'm just going to tell you right now. So just go over here to the search bar. So once you come over here to the search bar and you search for, let us say, you search for La Liga, La Liga. When you search for La Liga table 2025, you can see people are searching this right there and people are making use of it. So you can see these are the top teams right there in the La Liga right there. You can see Real Madrid, Atletico Club, Villarreal, Barcelona, and Espanyol right there. You can see these are the top team. But I would recommend anytime these one, two, three, anytime these first five teams are playing right there, you're just going to give them to score over 0.5 goal in the first half whenever these top five teams are playing against these top five at the downside right there. Anytime they are playing at these guys that are at the downside right there, you can see for example, this game Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. So let's find this game. I think I've seen this game, for example, right there. I think I have it. Right. I can see this is an example, Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid. You can see this is the game, a perfect game you can go for. You can give them to play over 0.5 goal. Real Madrid is at the top, Real Sociedad is at the bottom of the table right there. So this is an example. You can just come over here and give them to score over 0.5 goal in the first half. So I hope this strategy, this second strategy, is understandable because this team at the top, they have more chances of scoring in the first half. So basically that is it for our second betting strategy. And moving over to our last betting strategy, which I told you guys is going to be the website method. So basically, I'll just go over to my browser real quick and I'll teach you guys how to do this step by step. So once I get over to my browser, I'll go over to the search section right here. So let us wait for this to load up real quick right there. So once you come over here to where it says website, just search for this particular website right now. So let us wait for this to load up. You just search for football super tips right there. Search for football super tips right there. It's going to bring out this particular website that I normally use right there. So let us wait for this to quickly load up, and let us search that once again. It's not coming up. So just search for football 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 super tips. So once you search for football super tips, you are just going to come up right here. This is how it looks like. So just come over here where it says predictions. You just come over here where it says predictions right there. This website is they're always accurate, but normally I use this website as the correct score. You just come click on correct score right there. So scrolling down below, you can see these are today's game right there. Basically, you can see this game that we have 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. So that is the game you're just going to be giving over 0.5 goal in the first half. These guys, they are always accurate. Anytime they give a game to score 3-1, they normally deliver, goals in that particular game, right? For example, this game right here, Amatesian right there. So you can just click on the match right there to see more about the game right there. You can just close this ad that just popped out right there. So you can see they're just going to explain everything to you right there for you to know why they gave it right there. You can see right there they said ask who 6 goals in the last 5 games. They have scored a single team has scored 6 goals in their last 5 games, and you can see this strategy works right there. So basically, once you see that game that have 3-1, all you have to do is just give them to score over 0.5 goal, and that is the strategy right there. And mind you, if you are picking them, ensure that you check their last game to see if these guys, a particular team in them, is scoring at least 3 goals right there. So basically that's just it. And if you have any question, let me know in the comment section and I'll be glad to help you. And please don't forget to leave me a like and also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done that. I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Have a great day. Peace.